Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to have you join me today. Today, our class will go for about 40 minutes, and we're going to work through those abdominals, into the back muscles, and also into the glutes. So let's get started. You're going to start lying down on your back. And we'll have your arms out nice and wide to the side. We'll have your knees and feet together. We're just going to loosen up the spine a little bit and just begin to reach gently into those abdominals. So we're going to take a breath in, and we're going to let the legs roll over towards the right, and when we look towards the left, I'm going to push the left palm down into the floor, and you should feel a stretch across the chest, maybe through the side of the back. And as you breathe out, we're going to draw back through the tummy, wrapping the waist muscles down towards the floor. Then we'll go the other way, so we're going to inhale, let the legs roll to the left, turn the right palm down. As you exhale, pull the tummy in, bring the legs back to the middle, and then we'll go again. Just a nice gentle roll of the legs from side to side, keeping the knees together and the feet together. And then we exhale and come back. So we inhale to go over, and exhale to pull back across. A bit nice, gentle stretch through the body. Tummy's engaged. That's it. We're going to go for another 4 of these. Breathing out to come in. Inhale to go over. Exhale, pull back. And last 2. Really pushing that hand down into the floor to increase the stretch through the chest as you go across. Now we're going to bring the arms up into like a stop sign. We're going to bring the legs up into a tabletop position, and we're doing the same thing with the legs. But with the legs, it's going to be a little bit more work into the abdominals. So we're going to inhale, take the legs over to the right again, look to the left, breathe out, pull to the side of the waist, bring the legs back to the middle. We go the other way. Inhale to reach across. Exhale, pull the lower tummy in, contract to the side of the waist, and bring the legs back in. That's it. Just a bit more work through those abdominal muscles as we go from side to side. Upper body's nice and relaxed on the floor. Try and keep the shoulders down on the ground the whole time. So inhale over. Exhale, deepen the abdominals, bring the legs back. Let's go for 2 more. Breathing out. Inhale to go over. Good, and breathing out to come back in. Good, we're going to go for some pelvic rolls now. So we'll have your feet down on the floor, and we'll bring your arms down by your sides. So in a nice relaxed position here to begin with. We'll take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to pull it in through the lower tummy, and we're going to lift the hips off the floor. We're going to curl up piece by piece through your back. The knees reach forward in line with the middle toes. We inhale at the top. As we exhale, we slowly roll down through the spine, working through each vertebra one at a time. That's it. And then the same on the way back up. So as you curl up, we're going to just feel each vertebra come off the floor one at a time. And then as we come down, we're feeling each vertebra replace or come back onto the floor one at a time. And those lower abdominal muscles are working to control the movement. You might feel your glute muscles or the muscles at the back of your hips engage at the top, but the lower back should be relaxed. So we're not pushing up too far. We're keeping the ribs soft at the front. The back is longer. The glutes are working, and the tummy's working here. In case I'm rolling all the way back. We're going to go for 2 more like that. Breathing out, curling up. Knees reach forward. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back down. Try and go a little bit longer with that tailbone when we return. And last one, curling up again. Keep the shoulders soft. Inhale. Exhale to come back. We're going to go for some single-legged pelvic rolls now. So we're going to lift the right leg up off the floor in a tabletop position. At the same action, working through the tummy, we're going to work a little bit more into that supporting glute, into that left glute now. And we're going to try and keep the hips nice and straight. So we're not going to let the right hip drop down or twist, but it's staying in line with the left. So we inhale. As we exhale, pull the tummy in. We're going to curl up, pushing into the left foot, lifting up into that bridge position. We inhale, we exhale, and we roll back again. So it's a little more focus into that left side, into that left glute as we roll up and as we roll down. So we're going to go for 4 more. Breathing in, exhale, curl up. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll back down. Good, that's it. Nice at 10. Good, let's go for 3. Inhale, slowly come down. We try and work to get as much length through the lower back as we can. And 2. Another breath in, and breathing out to roll down. And last one. Shoulders soft, and return. We'll swap the legs over now, so we're going to place that right foot down. We'll lift the left leg up. So the left leg comes into tabletop. We'll take a breath in, exhale, curl up again. This time we're really working into that right glute as we lift, trying to keep the hips on the same plane as we go up and down. We go again, breathing out, curling up. Inhale at the top, exhale, slowly roll back. Let's go for 4. And slowly return. Good. So really trying to get as much movement through that back as we can. So work into that right glute. And 3. 2. Inhale, exhale, coming down. And last one, we curl up. Breathing in, breathing out, rolling down. Good, one more thing before we move on to the next exercise. We're going to roll back up with both feet. We're going to take the right leg up towards the ceiling again. This time the leg is straight. We're going to inhale, we're going to drop the hips down. Then we exhale and we lift the hips up. Breathing into lower, exhaling to lift. That's it. We've got another 4. And 3. 2. And last one. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. And we'll change the legs over. Lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. We inhale, we drop the hips. We exhale, we squeeze that right glute. We lift the hips up, not pushing from the back, but lifting from the glute muscle. That's it for another 4. And 3, 2, and last 1. That's it, we place the feet down, take a breath in, and then we breathe out and we roll back down through the back. Good, we're going to go for some toe taps now. So we're just going to have your hands resting onto your lower tummy, so making sure the hips and the pubic bone are fairly much in line with each other. So we're finding that nice neutral pelvis. Perhaps a little space under the back here too. Not arching the back, but just that nice natural curve through the lower back. We'll lift the legs up one at a time so the knees are going to start over the hips. We'll take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to sink the tummy, tap the toes down onto the floor. And we inhale, we bring the leg back up. We go for the other side, we breathe out. Tummy sinks away from the fingers. We inhale and we lift. That's it, then we go the other side. So really trying to keep the hips nice and steady as we move the leg down towards the floor. We're opening up through the front of the hip there. So we're moving the whole thigh bone away. We're not just dropping the toes down. We're moving the whole leg. Yeah? So we take a breath in. We exhale, we lower the leg. We inhale to lift up. And then we do the other side. We'll go for some doubles now. So we're going to lower both legs down. And then we lift both legs up. Now if you feel your back begin to arch or engage, make the movement a wee bit smaller. So perhaps just come to here and then bring the legs back up again. Otherwise you can go back to the singles. Yeah, so let's go for another 3. Inhale to lift. And 2. And last one, breathing out. And we inhale to come back up. Good. You're going to pop your hands behind your head now. We're going to add a chest lift in. So we'll take a breath in. As you exhale, we'll lift the head and shoulders. We're going to change the breathing a little bit. This time we're going to inhale as we lower the leg down. And then we're going to exhale and lift the leg back up. Then we'll do the other side. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Breathe in, lower the head and shoulders. We go again. We exhale, we lift the head and shoulders up. We inhale, we tap the foot down onto the floor. And then the other side. That's it, breathing out, seeing that tummy sink as we lift the leg back. Another exhale to lift up. Inhale. Reach the toe width. Exhale, come back in. That's it, we've got it. Good. And head and shoulders return. We're going to go for single, single, double now. Breathing out. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower the left leg. Exhale, lift both legs, move down. As far as you can, watch that tummy, make sure it's not popping. And then we drop the head and shoulders back. 2 more. Breathing out. Inhale to lower and coming out. Make sure the hips aren't twisting as we lower those legs down. Remember, just go halfway if you feel like your back wants to work on the doubles. So, and 2. You're keeping that tummy nice and dropped, nice and broad across the hips. The back's long. Tummy's working super hard to hold the hips in place. The last one, breathing out to lift up. Inhale to lower that right leg. Exhale, pull the tummy in, lift it up. Inhale, lower the left. Exhale, lift it up. Both legs together. And we bring the legs back in, and you can lower the head and shoulders down. And pull the knees in towards your chest and just gently rock the hips from side to side. Relax the legs and catch your breath. We're going to come up into some bug legs now. So the knees are going to come back over those hips. Arms will be up towards the ceiling. As we breathe out, we're going to stretch the left arm and the left leg down and away from you. And then we're going to inhale and we'll come back in. Then we'll do the other side. Breathing out, reaching along. The tummy sinking down. And we go again. Let the breath out. Inhale to return. So we're not letting that back arch down. We're keeping it nice and long on the floor. Hips are nice and steady. And we're continuing to work into the lower tummy as we stretch the arms and legs away. So we exhale. Inhale, come back in. We go again. Another breath out. And return. Let's go for 5. And 4. 3. And 2. And last one. Reach the legs away. Good. And we come all the way back in. And drop those legs down now. I'm going to stretch the legs out nice and long. I'm just going to go for a few roll-ups before we move on to our next exercise. Just to stretch the spine and the legs out a little. So we're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling as we inhale. As we breathe out, we're going to draw the lower tummy in. We're going to lift all the way out. We're going to reach over the top of the legs, reaching towards the feet. And take a breath in here. Then we breathe out and we roll back down. Drawing the tummy in. And the arms come back down both sides. We go again. We inhale, breathing out, lifting up. Lift up and over the legs. See if you can go a little further. So reaching right down past those feet. We breathe in and we exhale as we roll. Let's go for 2 more. Arms lift up. We curl the spine off the floor. We lift up and over those legs. Take another breath in. And breathing out, rolling back. Good. Last one, arms lifting up. We come all the way up and over those legs. We're going to hold it here. Take a nice wide breath in through the ribs. And out. One more breath in. And out. We're going to come down and we're going to go for some single leg stretch now. So we're going to come back. The knees are going to be just over the hips. We're going to start with both hands resting onto the right leg. We're going to breathe out. We'll stretch the left leg long. We inhale, we change. Exhale, stretch. That's it. So just swapping those legs. Light pressure on those legs. We're not holding on for dear life, but we're just gently having the hands resting on the knees. So we're working a little harder into the tummy. That's it. We've got 5 and 4, 3, 2. Then we're going to go into another variation into a reach. And last 1. Place the right hand behind the head. Reach the left arm along the left leg. We inhale. We exhale. We reach away. That's it. So really pulling that tummy down and in towards the spine. A little bit more support for the head now. If you feel like your hip is clicking, you can change the angle of the leg, which maybe take a little higher, little lower, we'll turn it in or out, yeah? So you can just play with that rotation inwards and outwards, and also the height of the leg, and that can help to minimize the clicking in the hip joint. Let's go for another 4, and 3, 2, and last 1. Both hands behind the head. We're going to go for a twist. Last variation. Exhale, take the right shoulder towards the left knee. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, other way. That's it. Breathing out as we go across. Tummy's engaged. Trying to lift the shoulder up and across. Inhale, exhale, reach over. Good, that's it. We've got 5 and 4. Hips are straight. 3, 2, last 1. And we come all the way in. Knees come into the chest. You can rock the legs from side to side. Good, well done. We're going to go into your side now. We'll turn around. We're going to have your legs out, nice and straight. Slightly forward with the hips. We're keeping the tummy engaged and a little bit of a lift through the bottom side, just so we've got a nice long waist on the top side there. So we're going to work on a little bit more into those waist muscles now, still keeping the lower tummy really active to give you that stability. So we're going to have your hand just resting in front of you. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to pull the tummy in and lift the legs up. We're going to separate the legs and we're going to drop the top leg down. So we're going to go up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to lift the bottom leg towards the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold the legs together and lower them down. Good. We'll go again, breathing out, lifting up. We're going to pulse the legs. That's it. Up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bottom leg, working into the inside thigh. Doesn't have to be super high. And relax the legs. Good, now you can have that top arm along your legs if you want a little more stability challenge. Watching that we don't wobble around too much, but just keeping nice and steady and calm through the body. Good, let's keep going. Breathing out, pulling that tummy in, beginning to feel that waist warm up hopefully. Have your fingers up, you might feel those waist muscles harden underneath them. The lower tummy is working super hard too. That's what's keeping you really steady. So they have to work together to hold you there. The glute muscles are going to work a little too on the top side, and maybe the inside thigh muscles are working on the bottom. That's it, breathing out. And we lower down. Let's go for 5 more sets. Exhale. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and we lower. And for 4. Make sure the upper body's nice and relaxed there. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we lower. And 3, tummies engaged, that's it. Pulsing the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and we lower down. And 2. That's it, keep going. Hopefully those waist muscles are working a little. That's it. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one set, team, that's it. Good, lifting up, pulsing the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the bottom one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and lower down. Good work. Let's turn over and we'll do the other side now. So the legs out nice and straight. Resting your head down. You want to have the legs slightly forward with the hips again. We'll start with the hand just in front of you. If as you get confident, you can always bring that arm along the top of the legs. So we'll take a breath in. As we exhale, we lift those legs off the floor. We're going to pulse the top leg. That's it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and lower. Good, but if you feel like the legs are reaching away from you, remember it doesn't have to be too high, just a small movement, enough to challenge that pelvic stability. Good, and we return. Exhale, breathing out. Hand can come onto the waist for those abdominal muscles engaged if you wish, or along the top of your legs, or you can keep your hand in front. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and lower down. Another breath out, tummy pulls in. Think about those hip bones pulling in towards each other. Holding you nice and steady here. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we've got 6 more. Lifting up, reaching long through those feet. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going for number 5. Make sure the upper body's relaxed. We're not holding or pressing too deeply into the floor, but we're keeping nice and soft through the neck and the shoulders. Good. And 4, breathing out, reaching your way through those legs. 2, 1, and bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower down. And 3, tummy pulls in first, reaching your way through those legs. And bottom leg, breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, legs together and lower down. And 2, tummies on, reaching to the tippy toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, legs together. Last set, we've got it, breathing out, lifting up. Pulsing the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, legs together, and you can lower. Good work. Okay, we're going to go for a wee bit of an abdominal series now, and a little bit of upper body is involved too. And for any time you feel like it's a little bit too much, you need a little break, just come down, catch your breath, and then join in when you're ready. Okay, so we're going to start with the side bend, then we're going to move into plank, and then we're going to come back to side bend on the other side. So I'll just show you what that means. So we're going to have the legs, or with your feet one forward of the other, so we're going to have the top foot forward of the bottom foot, and we're going to have your hand closest to, on the floor, quite close in towards you. So when you come up, it's going to be pretty much underneath that shoulder, underneath that supporting shoulder. Okay, so we're going to lift up into the side bend. The arm will come right over the top of your head. Then we're going to come down. We're going to rest the outside of the bottom calf onto the floor, just lightly, really gentle touch. Then we lift that up again. So we're going to go for a few of these, maybe 6 to 8, and then we're going to turn over, and we're going to come down into a plank. We're going to hold this plank for a minute. Then we're going to come back up, and we're going to come to the other side. So we're going to keep doing it. It's a nice little sequence, getting those abdominals working. Yeah? Okay, so we're ready to get started? Yeah, so we're going to have that top foot forward of the bottom foot. We're going to have that bottom hand quite close in towards you, so when you lift up the shoulders over the hand. Okay, so let's take a breath in to begin. We breathe out, we lift up, we hold it here. That's it, so we lift those hips up nice and high. Then we're going to inhale, we're going to lower those hips down just so the outside of the calf nudges or grazes against the mat, and then we exhale, lift. That's it, we inhale to come down. Good, we exhale, push it up and away from the floor. Feel the waist engage. That's it, let's go for 6. And 5, that's it, nice high hips, pull that waist in, keep the lower tummy working. And 4. And 3. Good work, you've got it. And 2. And last one, lift up. Good, and we're going to come over onto your hands. Then you can come down onto your elbows here, and we're going to start off, we're going to back plank. Yeah, so we're really pulling that tummy in, reaching the hips nice and long, nice and strong in the upper body. Look straight ahead, well not look straight ahead, but keep the top of the head reaching forward, so we're not dropping the head down, but we're keeping that long line of the spine. Yeah, so nice and strong in the upper body, that lower tummy is working super hard. That's it. Keep breathing every time you exhale, pulling that tummy in a little bit more. Think about the ribs reaching down towards the hips. We're halfway. If you need to drop those knees, that's fine. I don't want the lower backs to work. So you choose the position that works best for you. So up on those tippy toes or down on the knees. That's it. 15 seconds to go. That's it. Keep breathing. Keep pulling that tummy in. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. We're going to come up onto those hands. We're going to flip over, top arm up and over, breathing out. Inhale, we come down. We exhale, we lift up. And we go again. Another breath in and out. We've got 6. Hips up nice and high. And 5. And 4. 3. That's it. See how high those hips can get. Push up and away from the floor with the palm. 2. Just touching the outside of that bottom leg on the floor. And last one, lifting up, hold it for 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. Well done. Good. Just sit back onto the heels, knees wide, feet together. Catch your breath. Take a nice wide breath in through the ribs. And as you exhale, just relax and release any tension. Good, well done. We're going to go for a wee stretch those waist muscles now. So if you just sit with your legs towards your left, so both of your legs are towards the left, and we'll take the right arm up and over and just stretch into that waist. So you should get that nice release and that stretch into the side of the waist there. So we'll take a breath in and out. Another breath in and out. Good, and you can curl forward. Feel the tummy pull in. Maybe feel the stretch move to the side of the back. Nice deep breath. Good, and you can come back up to the side and we'll change sides. So we'll take your legs over to your left now. That's it, we'll take that right left arm up and over, leaning towards your legs. So just make sure that you are leaning towards your feet. That's it. Take a deep breath in and out. Good, another breath in and out. Good, and you can curl forward. A few more deep breaths here. Breathe into all the tight areas. Let the body stretch and release. Good, and we'll come back up to the side. We're going to sit up. We're going to go into some back work now. So we're going to start lying on your tummy. And we're going to make a diamond with your thumb and your forefinger. And we're going to lie all the way down. I'm going to rest your head onto that diamond. I'm just going to stop my stopwatch. Here we go, from that plank. And we're going to have your hands just in front of you here. So we're going to rest your head down onto the floor. We're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, I want to draw those shoulder blades down. I want to lift the head and shoulders up. We're thinking about pressing the chest forward. So we're opening up through the front of the body here, drawing the shoulder blades down. So think about the breastbone coming towards the hands. We inhale and we return. We breathe out, we draw the shoulder blades back, we press that breastbone forward. The tummy's on, and we should feel the stretch or the connection between the shoulder blades as we lift up. Then we return. Exhale, breathing out. Coming up and away. Inhale, lower down. So just a nice gentle engagement through the upper back here. The legs should be nice and relaxed, so we shouldn't feel too much work through the glute muscles. The lower back should be soft. We're just focusing on the upper back now. Getting a bit of mobility through the thoracic spine. Let's go for another 3. And 2. And last one, we're going to lift and hold it here. And we're going to lift those legs off the floor and we're going to turn the legs out. We're going to beat the heels together. We're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. So just trying to beat the heels together, trying to get really still through the rest of the body. So the tummy's pulling in, the hips are nice and heavy on the floor. Now the whole back line will work. So we've got the lower back working and the glutes and the hamstrings working because the legs are lifted. The upper body is lifted and the shoulders are rolling backwards. So we're working to the upper back here too. That's it. Let's go for another 3 breath cycles. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath cycle. And out. Good, and you can relax. Good. We're going to bring your hands out nice and wide now. We're going to push it all the way up into our lizard. So I'm going to push away from the floor. The tummy pulls in. We take a breath in at the top. As we exhale, we're going to reach those elbows back towards the hips, and we'll lower all the way down. We go again. The shoulder blades roll backwards. The tummy pulls in. We push up and away from the floor. That's it, lifting the belly button up. That's it, inhale, exhale, and come back down. Let's go for 3. Rolling those shoulders back. With a breath in. And out. Elbows reach down towards the floor first. The elbows are lift off the floor in the last moment. Pushing up and away. Good, that's it, you've got it. And then reaching all the way down. Last one. That's it, breathing out, lifting out, nice long neck. Inhale, exhale, slowly come back. We're going to come up onto your hands and knees now. So we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. The knees are just underneath the hips. We're going for some pointer. So we're going to try and maintain a nice long spine here. So not letting the back arch or dip. Yeah, but we're going to keep nice and relaxed through the back. Nice and long through the back. Keeping that tummy really pulled in. So we're really using those deep abdominal muscles to hold the body steady. From here, we're going to take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, I'm going to pull the tummy in again. And then release or reach that opposite arm and leg away. And then we inhale when we come back in. So we're changing the arms and legs over, trying to keep that back as long as possible. Just going to work all your back muscles as you reach out. Nice gentle engagement here. Nice long spine. So also challenging that pelvic stability too. That's it. So we exhale when we reach out. We inhale and we come back in. We're going to go for another 3. And then we're going to add a little bit more movement with the arm and leg. And 2. Breathing out, reaching long. And last one, reaching long. That's it. And we come all the way in. This time we're going to reach the arm and leg out. And then we're going to open them to the side. So we're going to reach them away. Then we're going to open them arm and leg out. Just a wee way they come back in. And then we return. So just adding a little bit more of a balance component to it. Working a little harder to the lower tummy to hold you steady. And we return, yeah? So we breathe out to reach long. We inhale, open. Exhale, close. And then we return the arm and leg back in. Good. Another breath out. Breathing in. And out. And into return. We're still keeping those ribs drawn in towards the spine. Think about the hip bones and the ribs reaching down towards each other, just to stop the back from arching, and keep the leg fairly low too. If the leg lifts too high, you have to arch the back, yeah? So we want to keep the leg lower so your hips can stay steady. We're looking for that pelvic stability as we move through the arms and legs. Breathing out, inhale to open, exhale, close, and we return. Good. Let's go for 2 more. Reaching long. Opening out, we come back in, and we return. Good, and last one. Opening wide, come back, and we return here. Okay, we're going to stay in this position, and we're going to go for some glutes here. So let's reach that right leg away. We're going to squeeze the glute muscle. We're going to lift the leg up, just a little wee lift. Once again, not too high. We want to keep that back fairly long. But as we lift the leg, I want you to think about consciously squeezing that glute muscle. So working to the base of the glute, that way that gluteal creases. We're going to go for 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it here. We're going to rotate or circle that leg around within the hip joint. So nice little circles. Once again, we're going to squeeze that glute muscle to lift the leg. We've got 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2. And last one, we're going to reverse it. Squeeze the bottom, lift the leg. That's it, tummy's working. Breathing in, exhale, lift it up. That's it for 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, And last one, and we come back in. We're going to bring that knee back in underneath the hip, and then we'll stretch the left leg away. Squeezing that glute muscle, we lift the leg up, we inhale and lower. So once more, thinking about the base of the glute working as we lift the leg. Working to that gluteal crease, squeezing the bottom. That's it. We've got 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2. And last one, we lift it, hold it. Let's circle the leg. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Inhale to drop it down. Good. Try and keep the back as still as you can. That tummy's still working. We've got 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's reverse it. Breathing out. Squeeze that bottom, lift and lower. That's a nice long circles reaching right to those tippy toes. For another 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, and we bring the legs back in. Okay, we're going to go into a bit more glute work. So I'm going to line to your side and notice some plants. So we're going to have your feet just in line with your hips, and we'll lie all the way down onto your side. Sorry. So the top hip is reaching down away from the shoulder, a little bit of a lift through the bottom side of the waist. So we're keeping active through the torso. We kind of collapse through the body and don't have that bottom side active. We lose the length on this top side. But if we can lift up from here, it keeps that top waist nice and long. Okay, so the hand can just rest in front of you to begin with, or you can place your hand onto your glute at the back. Sometimes it's quite nice to have the hand at the back just so you can feel that glute muscle engaged. So we're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lift the top knee out. We're going to squeeze the heels together. And if your hand's at the back of your hip, you should be able to feel that muscle switch on underneath your fingers. We go again. We breathe out. We squeeze the glute muscle. We lift the knee. Then we inhale and lower down. That lower tummy is still working. The hips stay nice and straight. So we're just mindful that we don't let that top hip roll backwards. That's it. So we exhale to lift. Inhale to lower down. We're going for 6. And 5, good work, and 4, 3, 2, and last one. We breathe out, lift the leg up. Now we're going to add an extension, so we'll lift the leg, then we're going to stretch the leg long, bring the feet together, and we lower down. We go again, we exhale, we lift the leg up. We inhale, we stretch the leg away. We bring the feet together and we lower down. That's it. So when we hold the leg up, then we're going to try and keep that thigh back. Think about the legs keeping in that rotation. So the knee doesn't roll inwards as you extend the leg. So we're not sort of turning this way. Yeah, but we're holding that leg outwards and stretching through the leg. Then we bring the feet together and back down. We've got 6 more of these. Breathing out. Inhale, stretch long. Inhale, exhale, come back. And inhale to return. So we start with the exhale and everything else follows from there. Good, that's it. We're going to go for another 4. Breathing out, reach right through those feet. Feel like the legs getting longer as you stretch it. And 3. Good work. And 2. Almost there, keep that glute working, keep rotating that thigh bone outwards. And last one, we lift the leg up, we stretch the leg long. We're going to hold it here. Keep rotating that leg. We've got here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Bring the feet together and we'll lower down. We'll turn over and we'll do the other side now. So we can spin around the heels. Once again, we're going to have those feet just in line with the hips, and then we'll lie right down onto your side. We've got that nice long waist at the top. We've got a nice bit of connection through the bottom side of the waist here. Okay, so hand can be on the back of the hip, on that glute muscle, or just in front of you, whatever's most comfortable. So we take a breath in. As you exhale, we press the heels together, the top knee lifts up. Then we inhale and we lower the knee down. We go again, we breathe out to lift. We inhale to lower. Good, keeping that top hip in that same position. Just the thigh bone is moving within that hip joint. The rest of the body is nice and steady. We're going to go for another 6. Exhale, lift up. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one, we lift the leg. That's it, and we bring it back down. We're going to add that extension now. So we exhale to lift the leg up. We inhale, we stretch the leg away. We breathe in, breathe out to bring the feet together, and we inhale to lower. So we start with that out breath, then we inhale, stretch the leg long. Exhale, bring the feet together, and then we lower down. So as we open that leg out and stretch it, we're going to keep that thigh lifted. It's not dropping, it's not turning in, but it's staying in that same position as we stretch the leg. That's it, keep going. Keep focusing on that glute muscle. The leg might want to work a wee bit too, but really try and feel that glute muscle work at the back of the hip. So if we consciously squeeze that to lift the knee up, that should hopefully get it going at the beginning. So let's go for 6. Breathing in and out and into lower. And 5. That's it, keeping that tummy active. And 4. Three. And 2. And last one, lifting the leg up, tummy's engaged, glutes working hard, hold it here. Keep rotating the leg outwards if you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet together and lower the knee down. Good job. We're going to turn over onto your back. We'll go for a glute stretch. So we're going to place the right foot over the left knee. We're going to bring that left leg in towards you, bringing the knee up just in line with the shoulders. We're fine with that left shoulder, and we're actively pushing that right knee away. So you should feel a good stretch into that right glute. We'll take a breath in and out. One more breath in and out. And you can relax and place the left foot over the right foot, over the right knee now. That's it. Good. And we're going to place your hands underneath that right leg. I'm going to pull that right knee just in towards the shoulder. I'm going to press the left knee away and feel that stretch into the glute. So we're really active through that left side. So pull that right knee in. And the breath in here. And out. One more breath in. And out. And you can relax. Good, we're going to go for a hip flex and a hamstring stretch. So we're going to come up onto your knees. We're going to bring the left foot forward. So we're going to draw the tummy in, and we're going to just try and hook or tuck the tailbone underneath you a little bit. I'm just going to change the angle of my camera a little bit just so you can see my head. I seem to have come out of the screen. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. So we're going to have the left foot forward, the tummy's drawn in, and we're going to tuck the hip just forward. That's it, the tailbone's coming under, and we're going to feel that nice stretch through the front of the hip flexor. So really feel like you're lifting up and away from the hip, so the tummy's really active. Then you can lean forward a little bit if you want to, get a bit more of a stretch there. We'll take the right arm up and over, and we'll lean towards that left leg. And that will increase the stretch through the front of that hip there. And you might even feel a stretch into the side of the waist. We'll take a breath in and out. Another breath in here and out. Good, and we'll come back up. I'm going to place both of your hands onto either side of your foot. The front of that left foot, we're going to take the hips back behind you, just feeling that stretch into the hamstring. So we'll inhale and exhale. Let the body relax. Another breath in and out and we'll come back out of it. We're going to change the legs over now. So we'll bring the right foot forward. We're going to tap the hips under slightly with an increase in stretch in the front of that left hip. So the lower tummy is lifting up and away from it. Move the body forward a little if you want to, increasing that stretch, but just watch it sort of sink into the back. Yeah, so we get the tummy working. Take the left arm up and over, reach towards that right leg. If you feel it's a little hard to balance, you can always turn that right foot inwards slightly. Take a deep breath into the hip and out. Another breath in and out. Good, and you can relax. We'll place both hands on either side of the front foot. We're going to take the hips back behind you. Let your chest be nice and low towards the legs. That's it. Going to be inhale here and exhale. Another breath in and out. And you can come forward out of that stretch. Good. I hope you've enjoyed today's class. It's been really nice to have you join me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.